Coming to the next is the artificial methods of contraception. First, let us discuss the barrier method, physical method or barrier method. This method prevents the contact of ovum and sperm, or this barrier is made. This will prevent the meeting of the gametes, thereby fertilization and conception. It is available for both male and female. Some of the barrier methods, first one is condom. These are barriers made up of thin rubber or latex sheath. It is self-inserted and disposable. It covers the penis in male or cervix and vagina in female, so that the semen do not enter the female reproductive tract. One advantage about this barrier method is it prevents STDs or sexually transmitted diseases like AIDS. A typical example is Nirod. The second one is diaphragm, cervical caps and vaults. This is also a barrier made of rubber latex. It is inserted into the female reproductive tract.
Diaphragm and cervical caps and vaults. It's a barrier made of rubber latex inserted into the female reproductive tract. It blocks the entry of sperms through cervix. It is reusable. It is inserted into the female reproductive tract, especially in the cervix region, and this blocks the entry of sperms through the cervix. It is reusable. Next is the intrauterine device. IUD. These devices are only used by females. It is inserted by a doctor or nurse through vagina. Three types of IUDs are there, that are: first one, non-medicated IUDs. Non-medicated IUDs, examples: Lippus loop. It helps in the phagocytosis of sperm. And second is the copper releasing IUDs. Example: copper T, copper 7, multi-load 375, etc. are examples of copper releasing IUDs. Here the copper ions released copper ions released suppresses the sperm motility and fertilizing capacity. It suppresses the sperm motility and thereby the chances of fertilization also suppressed. And next is the hormone releasing IUDs. Hormone releasing IUDs example are progestasert and LNG20. These two are the examples of hormone releasing IUDs. It makes hormones make the uterus unsuitable for implantation. It is widely accepted in India. We'll have a look into the intrauterine devices, IUDs. These devices are only used by females and it can be inserted only with an expert medical practitioner or an expert nurse, inserted by doctor or nurse through the vagina. The IUDs are mainly of three types, that are non-medicated IUDs. Example, Lippus loop. It helps in the phagocytosis of the sperm. And second one is the copper releasing IUDs. For example, copper T, copper 7, multi-load 375. These copper ions released, they suppresses the sperm motility and thereby making delay in fertilization. And the third type is the hormone releasing IUDs. Example, progestasert, LNG20. They make the uterus unsuitable for implantation and change the quality of the cervical mucus. Therefore, the entry of the sperms could be very little difficult, and this method is widely accepted. In order to make space between the children, between the first child and second child, that space can be increased by using this method. It is widely accepted contraceptive option in India. Even though the IUDs can prevent pregnancy, but they cannot prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Why? Because we know there is chances for meeting of this male and female fluids or the gametes. The next is the oral contraceptive. These are pills or tablets. The oral contraceptives are small tablets or small doses of hormonal preparations like progesterone or progesterone estrogen combination. These hormones will change the implantation, ovulation, etc. and that can prevent the conception as well as the pregnancy. We have already discussed an example of this Saheli, which is made by the CDRI Lucknow. The next is the injection and implants. These are also hormonal preparations like progesterone alone. Or combines combination with estrogen. And this could be injected or implant under the skin of female. Be injected or implanted under the skin. Its action is similar to that of pill, but effective for long period. In addition to this, emergency contraceptives are also there. It could be taken within 72 hours of coitus in unprotected intercourse. These are also combinations of estrogen and progesterone. Oral contraceptives, that is in the form of pills or tablets. These are also hormonal preparations that are made from progesterone alone or progesterone estrogen combinations. And we have to recollect the name of the contraceptive pill Saheli, that was developed by the CDRI Lucknow, Central Drug Research Institute Lucknow. The next method is the injection or implants. These are also hormonal preparations, like either it could be progesterone alone or the combination of progesterone and estrogen. It would be injected or implanted under the skin of the female. This action is similar to that of the oral contraceptives, but its effectiveness is a little longer than that of the oral contraceptive. Another category that comes under the oral contraceptives is emergency contraceptives that should be administered within 72 hours of coitus or intercourse, that is unprotected intercourse. It is also a combination of progesterone or estrogen. It can be given in the form of either pills or injections. Last is the surgical method. It's a terminal method of pregnancy, and this is a sterilization procedure advised for male and female. Any one partner is need to do this. It blocks the gamete transport, thus prevent conception. In males, it is known as vasectomy. In females, it is known as tubectomy. Surgical method is a terminal method of pregnancy. It is the sterilization procedure for both male and female, but either one of the partner have to do this procedure. either the male partner or the female partner. Both, it's not necessary to do this sterilization procedure. It blocks the gamete transfer or the transport. It prevents conception. In males, this sterilization procedure is known as vasectomy, and in females, it is known as tubectomy. Vasectomy means a part of this vas deferens is cut and tied, whereas in tubectomy, the oviduct from both the ovaries are cut and tied. The vasectomy is the sterilization procedure in male where the vas deferens from both the testes are cut and tied through a small incision that made in the scrotum, and this will prevent the transfer of gametes, sperms, and thereby prevent the conception and pregnancy. Now we'll have a look into the diagrammatic representation of this vasectomy and tubectomy. Vas deferens from both the sides, it is cut and tied. You can see the vas deferens is cut here and it is tied. This side also it is cut and tied so that the sperm released from here do not ejaculate and that do not lead to fertilization and pregnancy. This sterilization procedure is known as vasectomy. Now we'll have a look into the diagrammatic representation of tubectomy. The vagina, cervix, the uterus, and this is the oviduct from the infundibulum, ampulla region, isthmic region, etc. This is the ovary, pair of ovaries that are within this. A small incision is made through the lower abdomen or through the vagina. The oviduct is cut and tied. The oviduct is cut and tied here so that the ovum released from the ovary which pass through the oviduct, it will reach up to here so that it do not come to the uterus for implantation, or the sperms which reach up to here, it cannot fuse with the released ovum and thus fertilization cannot occur. So this procedure is called tubectomy. Both vasectomy and tubectomy is very effective but very poor in reversibility. And that's about today's class. We'll see you in the next class. Thank you.